guys. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but let's be honest. I got a real job, unlike some of your favorite YouTubers. So today, we're going to be going over my thoughts on the recession. So without further ado, just put this thumbnail here so y'all can come on in here. It's going to be a quick one because I got to go get these kids. And I just got home from work. Looking forward to talking about it. So without further ado, let's get into this reaction. This is Jeremy from Financial Education. Like I told y'all before, I've been rocking with him since his channel was at like 10,000 subscribers. And now obviously it's way bigger than that. And I'm at that position right now. So let's get to it.
Well, howdy there, folks, and welcome into today's video. So today's video is going to be dedicated toward the recession fears, okay? So I've definitely seen it out there on the internet. It's a very, very popular subject on CNBC and the financial media. Google Trends data is at like pretty much a year high recently around recession, right? And today, I just want to take you guys through exactly what I'm seeing in the real world. I try not to just lock myself into the garage and just work all day and listen to conference calls. I like to go out in the world. I like to experience the economy, as they say, go to the real world, right, and get off this internet thing, the metaverse, as let's call it, okay, and go out there. And I want to tell you what I actually see out there in the real world, because I think this is important.
And before he gets into what he's seeing, I'm seeing a lot of people spending money, a lot of people trying to get back to their lifestyles. And I'm hoping he says the same thing, because people keep saying there's a recession coming, but people are spending money, people are going out, and they're forgetting the fact that, you know, people have been locked down kind of for like the last 2 years, and they want to get back to normal life.
Coming from myself that, you know, has a couple houses in a couple different markets and what I'm seeing out there, okay? And I always want to be transparent with you guys, and if I see something bad, I want to share it. If I see something good, I want to share it, okay? And so let's talk for a moment. So obviously I'm back to Vegas. Welcome back to Vegas, okay? But I spent almost the last 2 months in Arizona, essentially, okay? And I can tell you, it didn't matter where I went in that dang city, it was packed, okay? And I mean everywhere. I'm talking about restaurants on the west side. I'm talking about restaurants on the east side. I'm talking about restaurants in Cave Creek. It didn't matter where I went. I pretty much had to eat like at off times. Like I would eat dinner at like if we did go out somewhere, I'd eat dinner at like 4:30, because like other than that, if you try to go out to a busy restaurant at 6:30, give me a break. You're gonna be waiting until 8:30 before you even get seated, and it's gonna be 9 o'clock before you even get to eat, right?
That's what I'm saying. The market is coming back. The market is booming, and people are trying to make it seem like there's going to be a big drop coming, but I can't really see it because everybody's out spending money.
Or you need to have like reservations like 2 weeks in advance if it's a place that takes reservations. So, you know, restaurant-wise, insanely busy. One day we tried to, actually a couple times I tried to go to Topgolf. One time I pulled in the parking lot. I was like, we ain't getting in there. That's not going to happen. So I just drove away. Another day I had my wife check to see if the Scottsdale one, it was a 4-hour wait. Then we checked the new one in Glendale. Well,
I just got off the phone with my friend that lives in Scottsdale. It's one of the upscale parts of Phoenix. So usually a lot of bougie people go there. Like the hotels are expensive. He told me if I come to visit, which I plan on doing in probably a week, to go to Tempe to get a hotel out there.
Newish. It's probably about, I don't know, maybe
or
a couple
Mesa.
years old now. She checked that location. That location was a 4-hour wait as well. Just to get a bay. A 4-hour wait and a 4-hour wait. So it's like, okay, yeah, we're not going to do that. I went to the mall at least a few times. So one in Scottsdale. Well, actually, there's a couple in Scottsdale. One's more of an outdoor mall. One's more of an indoor mall. I went to a mall in Glendale as well. Yeah, I could tell you, mall was ridiculously busy. It looked like literally, I would think it was, you know, December 21st or something like that.
People out spending money.
Christmas.
People are spending money that have never spent money before. I promise you.
Based upon the way those malls were busy, based upon how busy those stores were, it was insane. We tried to get a couples massage, right? You know, I called around a bunch of places. My wife called around a bunch of places. You better book that like, you know, like a month in advance, because we try to book one like a week before, 2 weeks before. Dream on. There's no chance, okay? So the moral of the story is everywhere was busy out there. I don't care what it was, restaurants, malls, massage places, Topgolf, anywhere where you can spend the money, super busy, okay? So That whole city was just a zoo. That's just the best way I could describe it. Okay, so that covers that. So if based upon what I saw with my own two eyes in Arizona, yeah, if anything, I think there's an acceleration of the economy rather than a recession scenario. Let's put it that way, because it's ridiculous. Okay, so I got back to Las Vegas here last night. First off, thing I noticed, gas stations are all $5 plus a gallon. Everywhere I see, it's like five.
We don't care. People do not care about these gas prices. They are not going to stop people from having these hot girl and hot guy summers. I'm trying to tell you, like, people want to go out and have a good time. And that's what they're going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going out. I don't give a damn about this gas price. Like, I don't care if you got to walk, moped, scooter, do something. People are going out. Like, it's been 2 years and I feel like I haven't taken a vacation in 2 years. So, I mean, we gonna hit Phoenix. We might hit Paris. We might hit a couple places. Aruba, Bermuda, all of these places. Like, people want to go out and see the world and do all this stuff. And it's going to make us a lot of money because I got a lot of... let me not talk.
510 to like 555, and that's just for regular unleaded. That's not even like a premium or anything like that. Almost everything is 510 to 550 for gas stations out here. Okay, at least in the parts of town I hang out at. So I decided today, I was like, you know what, let's go ahead, let's take a drive down the strip this afternoon and let's just see, is it busy or not. And that was a horrible decision because it's so stupid busy that it took me like 20 minutes just to get like a half a block. That's
Las Vegas.
It's ridiculous. Okay, so that's one of those things you think about, right? And it's like, well, gas prices have been going up so much, maybe people are gonna like not come to Vegas because Vegas counts on not just airline traffic, but a lot of people drive into Vegas from either Arizona or specifically from Northern California and Southern California. A lot of people drive in, right? And so you think about, wait, gas stations in LA are like $6-something a gallon. People must postpone their Vegas trip, right? Give me a break, man. They don't flipping care. It's so busy out there. Like I said, it was disgusting. It was disgusting. That's all I have to say about stupid busy. And so as far as what I see on the strip activity, I'm like, it's ridiculous. I went and did a drive-by of the Planet Park. If you're at all busy, no pun intended, highly busy, and it smelled highly busy in the parking lot. Busiest when it's actually great. Both last 2 months. That's like, oh wow, man, more Teslas on the road than ever before. I can tell you that much, which should be expected. But it was interesting, kind of having to go to a lot of Superchargers. And there's Superchargers now that used to not be very busy. That now you're having to start to wait just to get a Supercharge stall. So.
And I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but from what I've watched in the past couple of weeks, electric cars have always been there. The Tesla wasn't there, but the electric car, and I researched it, was the first car to be invented. And then to make money, they decided that they would go a different route. So I feel like the goal for now, the goal that the US has now, is to get us off of this gas guzzler car. So you can kind of play it two ways. On one hand, I think that we don't have a fuel shortage. It's just fuel companies trying to make more money from people not traveling the past few years. So they're trying to make up for the money. So they're raising the gas prices. And as they raise the gas prices, people that are looking to buy cars, they're going to move on to electric. Then, and this might be a complete conspiracy theorist as well, but I heard something saying that the government just passed a law saying that they can chip your car, and if you're doing something like, and there's a computer in your car, which Tesla already has, and if you're driving recklessly, they can cut your car off, like without your notice. Like they're trying to pass something, or they may have already passed something like that in office, in law. So this thing is interesting that they're probably trying to get people out of gas, which might protect the planet. So we'll see.
And I've also noticed Tesla's putting in more Superchargers. We're going to some of these locations, and there's more Superchargers than there used to be. So basically, moral of the story is Tesla's doing great numbers. I think we should all expect that. And, it's kind of what we've seen in the numbers and kind of what our expectations are for at least this year and next year. But yeah, man, Supercharger stations are just getting busier. Like you don't even have to question immediately. So that's pretty interesting from what I'm seeing out there. Apple stores. Oh my gosh. Okay. All the Apple stores I went by, and like I said, malls are super busy. Like I said, I literally think it's like December 21st or something like that. Busy.
This my guy.
The order from Apple. I want 8 to 10 weeks shipping.
8 to 10 weeks to buy something. 8 to 10 weeks. I just recently purchased a iPad Pro. It took 6 weeks for it to come. So I'm thinking like, yeah. These people, they're not having these issues. Like, people are buying these things up, so we shouldn't have a problem. And I feel like I think the crash that people were all waiting for, we just had it, and like now it's gonna go back up because the summer's coming and people are gonna start making money. And even though they printed a lot of money, I just feel like they already were always printing a lot of money, and as long as the U.S. dollar remains the currency of the world, they can kind of do whatever they want with it. And they in debt. They probably treat their debt, the United States debt, like I would treat my student loan debt if I couldn't afford to pay it. You gonna get your money when you get it. So I gotta go get my kids. I just want to do a quick live because I haven't been on here in a minute. So that's all I got for y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'm out.
Low on my fitted, dreams has always been vivid.